All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is .com, Going Medieval Tips and Tricks Let's Play episode number 1. Getting started with our agenda and goals today. We're going to begin the warehouse construction. And when I say warehouse, I mean we just need a building to store stuff inside. Simple as that. Number 2, construct research workbench. That's essentially the game. We need to unlock more things to progress, so we got to get that built. Safely cut down trees. I hope Arlo can handle that. We will wear our PPE, our personal protective equipment. Look at me giving like a corporate presentation right now with acronyms. And then number 4, let's survive that first night. I think we can handle that. Well, I completely forgot to highlight the goats. We got 2 goats in the game as well. Merlin here is a 41-year-old, or no, 41-day-old male. And his little partner over here, Blossom. What a nice name. 28 days old, so a little age discrepancy there, but you know, Merlin, you do you. The reason why I'm talking about that is because we do need to get our goats in a pen, and I want to mark them to train because goats are magic in this game, and I'll explain that. Basically, if you train them enough, once they get to 100% trained, they can start hauling things, which is great because all this stuff is just laying on the ground. So let's think about how we want to build things, right? That's kind of the why are we here? Is that why we're here? To build things, or we just want to sleep on the ground all day and maybe go jump in the pond? I need to build a structure. I'm thinking about doing this kind of on this little hill right here. This actually looks kind of nice. I was just scouting around the map a little bit. One thing I will say, this is going to be our entryway right here. We're going to build like a nice little bridge, maybe over this. I'm not really sure how I want to do that. But we are going to build a bridge over here. I may actually move it to this area there. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Because I don't like that. I'm actually going to move this right now. Hold on one second. Let's mark it so I don't forget. So the entryway is going to be right here on this grid point. These two right here. We're going to build a bridge and we're going to build an entryway. And maybe right where that deer carcass is. So the idea with this situation is I don't want to build anything like in this range. In this whole range, because I'm just gonna have to tear it down anyway. We're gonna build very nice fancy structures there, so I think building something like over here out of the way is gonna be a lot better. So let's just start with like, I think I can use this natural hill and terrain to my advantage. It's just temporary, it's gonna look like trash, but you know what, it gets the job done. It's gonna be our wooden floor right here, and we're gonna throw down our first stockpile. And you can see there on the top, it's got nowhere to store resources. Now that's gone because we now have places to store resources. But it's still on dirt. We got to get this stuff off the dirt and install that wooden floor. So we will do that. We're just going to build around here, down here a little bit. And I'm going to build... do we want windows? I guess we could put a window maybe. And let me think about how I want to do this. I think we'll put windows, that's where I meant to put it there. Okay, well here's what we can do. If you could do this whole thing right here. We'll put a door in because I know I want a door there. But if you do this and you decide you want some windows in the blueprint phase, just pop the window in right there. It'll replace the wooden pillar, but you can't do it to the windows. Once the windows are there, they're in the blueprint phase, you would actually have to go through and cancel them and get rid of them. But yeah. We're going to do that, and there's keyboard shortcuts for everything, by the way. You could hit F1 here if you want to just open up the build menu. But sometimes it's easier just to click on it. So we'll get that going. One thing we want to do, we got to look at these mushrooms here. We can harvest these guys. They are ripe. We can consume them, not raw, but we will cook them. So you can press the B key to open up the harvest menu. And we're going to look for other wild crops like this right here, barley. This gives us resources to cook with or to ferment for drinks. Very nice, we like that. And looks like there's a lot more of it right here, still in a growing phase. So it does take some time. See, this one's got almost 5 days before it'll be ripe. So we got barley right there. Let's just scout out the area, see if we can find anything else nearby. Here's some more of it right there. We'll mark all these to harvest. I'm doing this now just so I don't forget or we don't leave anything. I am looking for, here's some more mushrooms. Those are great. More mushrooms right here. Oh, look at that. There's some herbs. Those are nice to have because I don't think we can grow these once we get the herb seed, but I don't think we have anybody with a high enough skill level to grow herbs. I'm looking for, where was it? I saw some earlier. Here it is. We're looking for this right here. Flax. Beautiful and versatile plant with blue flowers yielding seeds for food and oil. We can use this for tailoring. We can produce some cloth out of this, and that's going to be great. Hopefully we can get some more of that. But yeah, let's start going here. We also need to mark some trees. We're going to get into some cutting down the trees right here. What I'm even saying. Trees come in different stages. There's a young phase that would be very small, and all you get is a sapling. Growing phase right here, you get minimal wood and minimal sticks. Mature phase, you get 50 wood, 25 sticks, and you get a sapling to keep. Or there's dead trees, which look ugly, and I kind of just prefer to chop all these down, man. We don't have to worry about saplings. I think we can get up here for that one. I'm just going to mark all these dead trees. Now, you could go here and just do a complete deforestation like a home development company. We're not going to do that because I don't think that looks great. We're just going to mark all these dead trees that look ugly. We can get the mature trees. They do yield the most. But honestly, I'm not worried about planting saplings right now. We're just going to get the nearby trees that are dead and knock all these out. That should be good enough. There's one more here we can grab. So that should get us started. We're gonna check and make sure we got everything, and then we're gonna finally get going and hit the play button. All right, had to get a little water break. So everybody's idle right now because we haven't done anything yet. Let's go ahead and knock it in gear. So you see Lewis is equipping an item. Arlo doesn't know what he's doing. Hey, Arlo? Hold on a second. Will you pick up, where's your gear at? Will you pick that up, please? I did not mean for you to take that off. Thank you, buddy. Now you look good. Now you can go train the goats. So Arlo, again, his top job is animal husbandry. He's gonna go ahead and train these animals real quick, and hopefully we get a successful attempt. There you go. Merlin is now 14% trained, looking good, and he's gonna try to do the other one here, his partner Blossom, and hopefully we can, there you go, training attempt successful. Hopefully they can produce some more goats. That's kind of the idea. So now that he is done with that, there's no more animal husbandry jobs. He's immediately walking over to cut some trees down, and he's going to do that right now. My dog is making a bed behind me. He does that a lot. So you'll see him occasionally on the screen. There you go, Arlo. He's going to knock that tree down. Meanwhile, Gwen and Lewis are working on the construction because that's their top priority. So that's kind of how the jobs work. Pretty simple stuff. Now we can have Gwen. I'm gonna have you pick that up while you're over here, just so we can avoid having you walk around forever. We can go in here, and Arlo should equip that sword. Right now he's not. We'll worry about that later. One thing I want to do, I kind of want to edit this a little bit. I'm actually gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna make that a door, I think. This looks a little weird, but we might put something back here and mine this out. I'm not sure yet, but let's kind of work on our structures here. You can customize the way the wood pillars look. If you, well, that's not what I meant to do. You can hold shift and click multiple selections. So these corner pieces, we're gonna make them look like that. Side here, side pieces, we're going to do a little bit of that. And this right here, we're gonna do, yeah, something like that. Same with this back wall, not the tree. There we go, something like that. Perfect. Now, we need to build, I'm gonna build a staircase up here. We're gonna put it, let me think about how I wanna do this. I'm gonna put a staircase right there. Now, the reason why I'm putting a staircase in here is because once you get raided, when somebody comes to attack you, if there's a staircase or any way they can access something from the outside, they're gonna do it. So I only want one door down here for this whole structure. I might build kind of up this hill a little bit, but I only want one way for people to get in. And I'm gonna put a staircase instead of a ladder because our magic goats can haul up a staircase, but they can't climb a ladder. We haven't figured out. We're good at training goats, but we're not that good. We can't get them to train how to climb up a ladder. So they're not going to be able to do that, but we can put a wooden staircase there, and they'll be able to walk up into the second floor once it is built. So, speaking of the goats, I didn't put this in the agenda, but I want to go ahead and build a nice little... Can they get... I think this is secluded back here. I actually like that. Too many trees, I can't really see. Let's mark that one down. I'm actually going to cut that one too. There's too many trees back here. So for our goats, they need a pen. And to do this, we use our fence, we use our wicker gate, we use our pen marker, and we use our manger to hold the animal food. So let's just throw, we can use the terrain to our advantage. We can build a fence in the middle of nowhere, make a whole square, or we can just kind of drag the fence along like that. I'm gonna leave one gap there and drag it like that. We can turn this the right way and then build a little wicker gate right there. Then we just need a pin marker right there. And then we need a couple of these guys. No, that's a pin marker. We need a couple of these guys. We'll put them like over here. And what this does is create a pen for our goats or for whatever animals you currently have. You can put multiple in there as long as they don't kill each other. Kind of just use, you know, your brain there, natural selection, and how the ecosystem works. You don't want to put foxes with your chickens. I've learned that the hard way. I've had chickens get slaughtered. Man, our goal in this settlement is to maintain chickens, because I got a chicken on a trade in another game, and it survived for about 3 hours, and it was immediately eaten by a fox. Foxes can climb through the fence, so as well. Look at this. Gwen and Lewis are fighting. Do you guys see that? There was a thumbs down for both of them. They're not happy right now. They're not happy. Yeah, look at this. They are not happy. I don't know what's happening. Lewis with those long legs is a little faster. He is a little faster than Gwen. 3.7 movement speed, 3.4. They're not happy with what they're doing right now. But anyway, construction failed. Whose job? Gwen. Look at Gwen taunting Lewis on that. Construction failed. So you see the settlers, they do interact together. It's really fun, man. When you notice the little details in this game, it's so fun. And Arlo over here chopping down the trees. So anyway, on the goats, let me think about this. Some nice birds that just flew by. Goats prefer to sleep under cover, and there's no cover here, so what I'm going to do is just throw a little wicker floor like that, just so they can go get tucked into here and sleep under cover. So we already got this built. We've got our goat pen almost done. I'm going to pause real quick and come right back. Alright, so we need to figure out the staircase situation. Right now we have a staircase leading to nowhere. What we're going to do, guys, is we're going to put a wicker floor up here on the top level. I'll show you why this is not going to work. You'll figure this out here. We can go all the way across. It's going to be blocked by the staircase there, which is fine. We can ignore that. But if we do that, it leaves a gap right here. The reason why is because they can only go out 3 from the nearest beam or pillar of support. So there's 1, 2, 3 here, and then we run into nothing. There's nothing there. 1, 2, 3 there. There's nothing there. So we need to build that research workbench very quickly. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to cancel all that. And we're just going to build a wicker floor along here so we can access this part of the structure, which will be like our second level. And I'm going to put wood all the way across like that, and then just kind of like that. It's going to look ugly. We're incorporating dirt into our build, but you know, I don't really care that much. I am going to put a regular wooden floor up here, and I think I'm going to do something like that maybe. This is going to be where our little research library is. I will put a window, maybe we'll put a couple windows up here just to make it look somewhat decent. And then we'll build a door right there. We'll come through here and build some more wood there. Build a door right here. This is going to access our second level. Make a pillar there, and then fix all these up a little nice. Just, you know, You don't have to do this, but I think it looks so much better. I meant to hold down shift. Got to hold down shift to select multiple things. Yeah, there we go. It's getting dark out here, by the way, so my lighting might be suddenly going down. And hopefully I'll be able to upgrade my... I bought a mic stand, but I wanted to go ahead and record, man. We're just chilling, and it's, you know, cold out. There's nothing going on. Look at this. Arlo is dragging that goat inside. Very good job, Arlo. And again, he's doing this because that is his #1 priority, to take care of our animals. Looks like our cat is in here too, but she's free to leave. So we got this pin marker here. We don't have any other animals, but I really don't want like all these available to enter the animal pin. So we're just going to uncheck everything and leave goats. We're going to leave them alone and let them do their own thing. It looks like we got a... oh no, that's our goat. Sorry, that looked different for some reason. So yeah, Lewis is on the building again. Gwen is hungry. She's going to eat right now. Good time to talk about all this stuff that's just sitting... oh my gosh, my camera. Good time to talk about all the stuff that's just sitting out here. We need to get these chronicles. We need to get this food off the ground. Temperature decay will really make things go bad quickly, but also the ground decay, especially for this cabbage. This cabbage will rot in 8 days because of the ground decay and because of the temperature. Now, the temperature is not a lot. There's not a lot we can do with the temperature until we build some underground storage. But we can get this inside and on some wood. That's all we have to do, is get it on a proper storage stockpile, which is in this building. However, we need somebody that can haul, and we're not worried about that right now. So that's going to be a tomorrow problem. And by tomorrow, I mean day 2. So what we can do, let's put in another piece of wood right there. I'm going to enclose this, and I think I might mine this out a little bit, maybe. It's kind of... I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet with this. We'll figure it out, but I think I'm going to fill at least this in with wooden floor for right now, and I'll explain why in the next episode. But let's get to our task. Number 2 on our agenda was to construct that research workbench, which is going to be in your production tab, or the research table, I guess is what it's called. We're gonna go ahead and do that, and we're gonna put it, we'll put it right here in front of that window. I think that... oh no, the door's in the way if we do that. We'll put it right here on this side. Actually, no. We'll put it right there. We'll put it right there. That should be fine. And I'll kind of figure out how I want to build this. I'm kind of just building... I don't really know what I'm doing, man. You're gonna find out as soon as I do. So, we do need to put a second floor up here, but we gotta get that research built first. So we can go ahead and click Gwen here or Lewis, and we can have them prioritize that. Well, we can't because it's unstable. We got to build this floor first. So as soon as that's done, which Gwen is happy about, she's going to get that flooring done, and then we can have her prioritize the... oh, can I not click on her? There we go. We can have her prioritize constructing that workbench. Come on, Gwen. It's got to get that window up. Windows take a little while to build. As you can see, it's slowly rising. So, Gwen, we're going to have you prioritize this. There you go. She's going to think about it for a second, then she's going to go get the wood that she needs, which will probably be... man, these two are going to be together a lot, at least this first day. They're both going for the same pile of wood. Lewis, don't take all that wood, please. Thank you. Ah, you took his... oh, he's got to go get more, I think, which is right there. And she's gonna take a moment to drink, I guess? No, there's wood right there. So she's grabbing all that wood. She's gonna go up here and build that research table, which is essential, man. Research is very important in this game. You don't have to do it all at once. I've seen it where I get way too ahead of myself with research. But we do need it starting out badly. There's just not much you can do with just limited wood and resource and production items. So that's definitely a priority. We're getting towards the end of day 2 here. We don't have any beds, which, you know what? It is what it is. It's going to be fine. We're going to build beds up here on the second floor as soon as we get this unlocked. So as soon as this comes up, it's at a 97%. There it is. Gwen has done that. Thank you very much. I don't know what that icon means. I'm not really sure. But Now we can go to our research tab, which we finally have unlocked. We'll spend kind of a whole episode talking about research, not a whole episode, maybe at the beginning of the next episode on what I like to do there. But for now, we only have agriculture as an option. We got to get that before we can do anything. Or excuse me, architecture, which is our wooden beams and our or limestone or clay brick beams, whatever you have. That'll get unlocked, and then we actually have enough chronicles to do agriculture and start growing farms. So we'll get both of those. Settlers are exhausted. They're going to be fine. They'll go to bed here in the next hour. But what we can do now is build ourselves a nice little wooden beam. You can put this kind of anywhere, but we'll put it right there. Lewis is idle. Lewis, will you build that, please? I'm just going to click on that. We don't have anything building at the moment. I don't like my settlers being idle. It's a waste of time. But actually, he's probably going to go to sleep. I probably shouldn't have forced him to work. Overtime. I'm not paying him overtime. Lewis, you're not getting paid for this, buddy. So if you don't get this done before... Yep, you're not getting paid. It's your sleeping time. But I'm not paying him for that. So there we go. Now we have a second floor. We can kind of finish this wood here on this side. I think I'll put windows in the back for there. And I'll figure out what we want to do with this structure. Kind of have an idea. It's just going to be a big shared bedroom. So Gwen is sleeping down here because we don't have any beds. I don't even know... Arlo is sleeping next to the food. Okay, she's sleeping with the mushrooms. So that's interesting. But we'll let him do that. And guys, I don't know how long this episode is, but it's end of day 1. The thing's going to autosave, and there you go. It's going to pick up ×3 speed. But we're going to put that back down. I kind of like playing on just normal speed, man. It's nice because... like, I'll have a second screen. I'll have my second screen up. I'll be doing something on this screen. Once you get everything going, once you get some blueprints made for your construction, you can really just let it go. You don't have to micromanage anything. Stuff will happen. You'll see it pop up. Or if you get low on food, you'll figure it out. But I kind of just like letting it chill, man. Obviously, in the night, there's nothing happening right now. So it's a good time to stop. We'll see you guys for episode number 2, where we will work on farming. We'll get some beds built, hopefully. And get going from there. See you guys in the next one.